Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the anger emoji. By the way, just in case you have any more emoji related needs, feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my emoji tutorials playlist. There's actually quite a few in there now and it's growing bigger every week. Moving on, if you want to make the anger emoji, here's what you're going to need. You will need some black stained clay, grab some red stained clay, and finally, grab yourself some black wool. By the way, if for some reason you don't like the red stained clay, red wool will also work perfectly well as well. But once you have each one of these three materials, and once you've figured out what you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick off your emoji with a single black wool on the floor. Then from this black wool, do an up left diagonal. Then go left of that diagonal by 2. 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do 3 up left diagonal. So that's 1, 2, 3. Go up on top of that third up left diagonal by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do 3 upright diagonals. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then go to the right of that third upright diagonal by 1. And do an upright diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 2. 1, 2. Then do an upright diagonal. And go right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go right of it by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go right by 1. Then do 3 up right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go down from that third bottom right diagonal by 1. And do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 1. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal. And go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go down by 1. Then do 3 bottom left diagonals. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then go left of that third bottom left diagonal by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go left by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. And go left by 2. 1, 2. Then do a bottom left diagonal and connect all the way back to where you were first building, and what you should end up with is a nice big circular shape that should look exactly like this. Perfect, guys. That is what you want. Now, once you have your big giant circular shape, this is what you want to do next. So come all the way down to the bottom center part of your emoji. On top of these 3 center blocks that we have right here, you want to go up on top of each one of these 3 center blocks by 7 with your red stained clay. So that'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, just like that. Then go on top of that 7th row by 1 with each one of your black wools. Then, bottom left diagonally of this left black wool, do a black wool. Then go left by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal. Go left by 1, then up by 1. Then do 3 up right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go right of that third upright diagonal by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go down by 1. Then left 1. Then do an up left diagonal. And go left 1. And everything should connect together, and you have essentially just given yourself a mustache. That's not really a mustache. That's kind of his angry face. What you then want to do, by the way, if you want to right now, you can fill this center part in here with black wool. So if you just want to fill that center part in with black wool, you can complete the frowny face. Now, once you've got that taken care of, this is what you want to do next, guys. Take out your red stained clay, and coming to the left-hand part of the frown, on top of this left-hand black wool that we have right here, the top of it, you want to go up by 7 with your red clay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then go up on top of that 7th red clay block by 1 with your black wool. Then do an up left diagonal with your black. And go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do an upright diagonal, followed by 3 up left diagonals. 1, 2, 3. Then go right of that third up left diagonal by 2. 1, 2. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so that's 1, 2, 3. Then go down from that third bottom right diagonal by 1. Then do a bottom left diagonal, and go down by 2. 1, 2. And this is the shape that you want to have made, guys. Now, how do you fill this in? You might be wondering to yourselves. Well, you can do it one of two ways. You can have black stained clay in this, in which you would fill these 4 blocks in with black stained clay that I've just filled in right there, those 4 blocks right there. And then you could fill the rest of the area in with black wool, or alternatively you can just fill the entire thing in with black wool and it'll look roughly the same, except you just don't have that kind of like the difference of the black stained clay. But that's kind of up to you guys. Now, once you've got that taken care of, you now want to do the exact same thing on the opposite side here. So coming to the right hand side of the frown now, coming on top of this black wool that we have right here, this end one, you want to go up by 7 with your red stained clay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then do a black wool on top of that 7th block. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do an up left diagonal. And go up by 1. Then do 3 up right diagonals. 1, 2, 3. Then go right by 2. 1, 2. Then do what is essentially 3 bottom left diagonals. Now the first diagonal will be here, leaving you only 2 to do. So that'll be 1 and 2, like that. You then want to do a bottom right diagonal from that third bottom left diagonal, then go down by 3, 1, 2, 3, and you will have connected all the way back to where you first started. And again, you have 2 ways to fill this in. If you want to, you can add the black stained clay, which 4 of them will go there, and then you can add the black wool, or alternatively you can just add all of the black wool in yourself. And what we then want to end up with, guys, is something that should look exactly like this, and as you can tell, this is the anger emoji pretty much 100% done. All we have to do now to complete this is fill the rest of it in with red stained clay. Now, again, you don't have to use red stained clay if you don't want to. Feel free to use red wool. It's completely up to you. Or orange wool, or yellow wool, or blue wool, or glowstone. It's kind of up to you. Or pumpkins, maybe even sponge. Nice bit of sponge might work as well, although it'll take the effect away from the anger. I find it very difficult to take anyone seriously when they're angry when most of their face is covered in sponge. I don't know about you, but that's just me. That's why I was never really convinced when SpongeBob got angry, because look at him, he's a big giant sponge, you can't take him seriously, can you? Same thing with the emoji. So I'd stick to the red clay or the red wool, but of course you can do whatever you want to do, it's your emoji. Of course you can. If you wanted to, you can actually... I did actually try this with this particular emoji. It'd actually look better if you could do it properly, which I couldn't. If you added like a little bit of an orange clay, and I don't think this exists. I don't think there's actually a... Oh, there is an orange clay. Like an orange clay. And like around the face area, around the mouth, and around the eyes. I should have guessed that an orange clay existed as an orange wool existed, but if you could do like little implements of orange around the mouth and around the eyes, it'd actually look a little bit better and a little closer to the actual emoji itself. But I couldn't do it because it just looked too goofy. Like the color separation was too great that it looked... I can't really describe how it looked. It just didn't look right, and you can always tell. Like on some emojis it kind of works. Like you guys won't have seen this emoji yet, or you might have seen this emoji by the time you see this one. I think you will have actually. So the puke emoji that I probably posted before this one, I've already made the tutorial for it, it just has to be uploaded. The puke emoji, like I did some orange going around the edge of the face, and it made it look good, or at least it did to me, and it made it a little bit closer to the actual emoji itself. And you know, sometimes you can do that, sometimes you can get away with it, but sometimes you have to sacrifice like a little bit of like realism, a little bit of, you know, what the thing actually looks like, and you just have to add, you know, you just have to change things for the good of the actual piece itself. But yeah, there you go. I mean, we've just about filled this in actually. It's always a lengthy process filling these in. We've just got the top of the head to do now. I think that there's probably about 2 more rows. Is there about 2 more rows? Am I right? Shall we see? We've got 1 row. Ah, no, 3. I should have said 3. I almost said 3 rows. What if there's more than 3 rows and I was wrong a second time? Nah, there we go. But let's take a look, guys. It's very simple emoji, this one. It's very hard to get wrong, actually. But this, guys, and you can see that the black stained clay in the eyes does kind of add a little something. It just adds kind of like an extra burning hatred to the anger emoji. So this is what it should look like once it's been 100% fully completed, guys. As you can see, very, very simple emoji, but, you know, there's no way to make it more complicated. That's how it looks, like I said, unless you wanted to add the orange, which wouldn't work out very well. So if you guys like this, if you managed to make it, I would really appreciate it if you guys could give this a like, a favorite, a share. You guys suggested this and I made it for you, so I would only really appreciate it if you could just show me how much you love me in return by giving this video a like, a favorite, a share. I'd just vastly appreciate it, guys. You know I do. Feel free to check out the card system and the link below down in the description for my emoji tutorials playlist. Loads of them in there now. I think there's over 10 and it's growing more and more every week. It is growing more powerful. So if you want to see any more emojis, guys, you guys always seem to be into these, feel free to leave a comment down below. What emoji shall I make next? That's where I make these from, guys. I make them from your suggestions. So if you want to do any of those things, most preferably, not only the suggestions, but the like, favorite, and share, that helps me out the most. Other than the suggestions, I actually really need those, otherwise I'll just end up making weird ones. So, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.